There's one question that we get asked constantly at Poker Room Review. It fills the comment section, our email inbox, and packs our stocking at Christmas. And it's this: are the games soft? People complain. They say, you do rake in rewards, service, and experience. Why not add a new category about the player pool? This video is our definitive answer to this question, and where I explain to you, while you may not know it, but you don't actually want us to talk about soft games. There are 5 main reasons, and starting at number 5, not enough volume. Let's say I go to a new poker room for a full week. I'm out exploring the city, collecting footage, researching the video, but also sitting down at the poker table for an average, say, of 6 hours a day for 7 days straight. Well, crunching those numbers, that's 42 hours of play at 25 hands an hour for a total of around 1,050 hands. Taking account of some breaks, going to the bathroom, let's say an even 1,000. Now, everyone knows that poker is a game of variance, but few appreciate just how wild that variance is and the kind of sample size you need to normalize it. So let's take this 1,000 hands. Imagine you are crushing the games at 10 big blinds per 100 hands. Now, of course, relatively few people are winning players, and most people who are winning players aren't winning quite as much as they think they are, but let's go with 10 big blinds per 100 for the time being. As you can see from the variance calculator, even as a live crusher, there's almost a 40% chance you'll be down money after those 1,000 hands. In fact, there's a 1 in 20 chance you'll be down over 500 big blinds. Even for a consistent 10BB winner, it would still take a sample size of around 40,000 hands to reduce the probability of losing money to less than 5%. So for the purpose of this channel, if I was just to take 1 week's worth of results and extrapolate out infinity, well, you can imagine just how distorting and incredible anything we said on that topic would actually be. Reason number 4, poker venues vary wildly throughout the week. Now, taking that sample I just gave you of 1,000 hands, that's 1,000 hands in total. That's not accounting for the fact that I'll move around in stakes to try the different games or play at the venue at different times. It doesn't account for how the game plays at midnight on a Friday night or midday on a Tuesday. It doesn't account for if the bad beat jackpot is over twice the normal variance pulling in players chasing it, or if it's just gone off. Nor does it account for when there's a major tournament series running as opposed to just an ordinary week. So just as there is a higher degree of variability in, say, human height within a country than between countries, when we're talking at a micro level, a single venue, the differences in skill and play and style across the tables in that 1 week is going to be huge, even when compared to most other venues. And remember, I'm just sitting at one table, playing against 7 or 8 different people who may or may not be regulars or locals themselves. So with all that in mind, anyone who doesn't have at least 40 to 60,000 hands racked up at a specific venue really can't make generalities. And even if they do have that volume, it's at the population level only in the broader sense. So I know when you sit down at a poker table and you get into the rhythm and the tempo, you feel like you understand the way people are playing, and you might well do so in that moment, but you cannot extrapolate that intuition out across an entire poker room. To do that, you need hard data, a high sample size, and proper analysis. And we just don't have the time to do that with our reviews. Number 3, for us to speculate, it would be both offensive and subjective, which is the worst possible combination. We are a poker room review channel, friendly, uncontroversial, but of course, open and honest. So when something is wrong, we'll talk about it. But imagine this. You meet me personally at your local poker room. You say hello, that you're a fan of the channel. We have a nice chat. And then later on, I publish my review and say that your venue has the worst players in the world. No one there knows how to play. Come down, boys and girls, it's a gold mine. Well, you're going to have a different view of me and the channel pretty quick. And what's more, for the points made in reasons 4 and 5, you'd be completely right to do so. I guess if we ever wanted to generate a flame war and push up the engagement, we'll just have a video titled Top 10 Softest Poker Venues and watch the comment section explode. Unfortunately, that would also be the end of Poker Room Review as a neutral and respected travel channel. Now, obviously, we do review rooms, have a rating system, and rank various venues. But just about everything we say has some objective basis that can be replicated by anyone. If we say the rake is high, we give the actual numbers. And if we do get something wrong, we'll pin an edit to the comment section so everyone who watches the review will know. And of course, our reviews are just a snapshot in time. Venues continue to change and evolve. Sometimes they change in ways that make our old reviews quite obsolete. And when we're made aware, we'll either do another review or pin more comments and change the description so everyone is aware. And if the player pool continues to evolve as it surely must, well, we can't put our hand on heart and say so unless we go back and do another high sample of 40,000 hands or so. Which leads us to reason number 2. It's self-defeating and turns us into liars. For many of you, number 2 will be the key reason that personally resonates. Let's say, for example, we tell you that Venue X has really good games filled with recreationals. Well, what's going to happen then? Professionals will see the review, descend on the location en masse. Suddenly the games dry up and everyone watching jumps into the comment section to call us all liars. And by the way, this isn't just theoretical. Macau, China is a real-life case study of this happening. Macau has some of the biggest casinos anywhere in the world, the Venetian, Wynn, MGM, and when they were built, they introduced poker to this region for the very first time. The games were filled up with novice businessmen playing eye-watering stakes, dumping tens of thousands of dollars a session. And of course, the few professionals at the present made a massive profit. But then, slowly but surely, word got out. People told their friends, those friends told other friends, and then soon enough, high-stakes veterans from Europe and North America arrived, the mediocre professionals got squeezed out, while recreationals realized they were being preyed upon and stopped playing altogether. Consequently, Macau stands as a testament to everything that can go wrong in a poker ecosystem, with lessons that both online platforms and live operators strive to heed to this very day. So no, it's not going to be in your interest for Poker Room Review to start grading player pools. So then even if we did get proper sample sizes and compile data analytics at a population level that were robust, well, if we were to share them, it would be for thousands upon thousands of dollars just to restrict the numbers and preserve the information's value. Far more likely is we don't do that and instead just focus on bringing you useful, factual reviews. And finally, reason number 1, it's not the right question. Here's the truth. A live venue where the low or medium stakes is unbeatable due to player skill is yet to exist. Speaking as someone who has been in this business a long time, who has played poker in rooms all around the world, I'm telling you, you have the potential to beat your local games. Now sure, sometimes unrelated things can get in the way. Rake, local living expenses, these can make certain venues unviable if you're trying to turn a profit. And that's great because we cover those things in our Poker Room reviews. But every venue, every individual player has massive leaks. No low stakes or middle stakes live player is even remotely balanced. And that includes players who are crushing the games because they're playing unbalanced to exploit the field. Now, I appreciate the advice that's often given. Daniel Negreanu himself says that you might be the 9th best player in the world, but if the other 8 players are the top 8, you're the sucker. Meanwhile, Jonathan Little says that the key to winning money in poker is to find a game you can beat and play it a lot. But you're not playing the best 8 players in the world at your local casino. And it's a lot easier to find that game you can beat if you continue to study hard and analyze the hands and games at the place you can put in the most volume. So for example, I know in the United States there's a lot of talk about all those scary Euros. The claim being they come in from abroad where the rake is high to prey on all the local recreationals. And in one of our recent videos, there are multiple comments railing against the supposed toughness of the game. Now, without commenting on these specific observations, I can say this. That is not the winner's attitude. Now, I know this does not apply to most of you. Many of you aren't looking to play to make a living. You're looking to enjoy your travel, challenge yourself, and to have fun. And for you guys and gals, the reviews are great and helpful, and if the competition happens to be tough, well, all the more to challenge yourself. You're not who I mean, you're not the ones complaining in the comment section. Those that are the aspiring would-be professionals that want to know about the soft games. I say aspiring because real professionals know not to be making these complaints. Because here's the thing, if you are a truly professional player, you already know that the game doesn't owe you anything. It's up to you to carve out those edges. So sure, some poker rooms are going to be softer than others, but the place where you get the best data is where you can put in the volume. So while we absolutely encourage you to travel to exotic poker destinations and broaden your horizons, after all, that's what the channel is about, the best thing that you can do is strive to improve your own game, study hard, be ruthless when it comes to your own leaks and weaknesses, overcome these, and then you will have nothing to fear from any poker table anywhere in the world. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.